Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Friday, March 1st, 2024. Today we're going to recap the college basketball, NBA, and NHL from yesterday. Look ahead to today's and the weekends in each sport. Spring training, golf, NASCAR, news and notes, and best bet. College basketball's first. It's the 1st of March. And did you hear me say March? Yes, this is March. So, college basketball will be first. And yesterday's slate was not as heavy as Wednesday's for Thursday. Binghamton over Maine, 76-74 in OT. Ohio State over Nebraska, 78-69. UMass Lowell over Bryant, 89-67. Memphis over ECU, 82-58. Gardner-Webb over Longwood, 72-69. Elon over William & Mary, 76-71. Townsend over NCAT, 84-58. Drexel over Stony Brook, 90-86. Delaware over Northeastern, 73-67. Hampton over Monmouth, 64-56. Hofstra over UNC Wilmington, 69-58. Charleston over Campbell, 96-73. Merrimack over Fairleigh Dickinson, 74-55. Central Con over LIU, 78-64. Lemoyne over Wagner, 70-56. Sacred Heart over Stonehill, 79-51. UMBC over NJIT, 79-60. Albany over New Hampshire, 91-67. UTEP over Jacksonville State, 72-65. Morehead State over Southeast Missouri, 72-50. South Dakota State over North Dakota, 72-62. South Dakota over North Dakota State, 88-68. St. Thomas over Omaha, 88-81. Utah over Stanford, 90-68. Rutgers over Michigan, 82-52. Tennessee Martin over Tennessee Tech, 80-69. Lindenwood over Southern Indiana, 67-63. Western Illinois over Eastern Illinois, 76-6. Abilene Christian over Southern Utah, 77-68. Portland over Santa Clara, 80-75 in OT. Little Rock over Tennessee State, 85-60. UMKC over Denver, 84-69. Tarleton State over Utah Tech, 85-74. Grand Canyon over Texas Rio Grande, 72-43. UC Davis over Hawaii, 75-63. Liberty over New Mexico State, 83-58. Weber State over Northern Colorado, 85-81 in OT. Northern Arizona over Idaho State, 92-88 in double OT. Montana State over Idaho, 62-48. Eastern Washington over Montana, 89-79. Loyola Marymount over San Diego, 96-62. Stephen F. Austin over Cal Baptist, 62-60 in OT. Texas Arlington over Seattle, 82-62. UC Irvine over Cal State Northridge, 89-64. Fullerton over Long Beach State, 76-71. Bakersfield over UCSD, 70-57. Santa Barbara over Cal Poly, 83-75. Number 19, Washington State over USC, 75-72, so best bet easily wins. Washington over UCLA, 94-77. Number 17, St. Mary's over Pepperdine, 83-57. And number 23, Gonzaga over San Francisco, 86-68. All right. So we have 26 tonight. That's a lot for a Friday. But there's a lot of conference some of these conference seasons are ending tonight, so with tournaments supposedly getting underway on Monday. So we're going to start those podcasts tomorrow, actually. 6 o'clock CBS Sports Network, you have Bowling Green, Ohio. Milan's Ohio, 4.8, total 148.5. And we have Ohio, 7.5, total 148.5. I'm taking Bowling Green the points. 6:30 Arkansas State, App State. Milan's App State, 10.2, total 151 and 3/10. And it's 6.5 and 148.5. I'm surprised at how low that is. So I'm going to lay it with Appalachian State. Manhattan, Siena. My line is Siena by 4, total 139.5. And it is Manhattan 1.5, total 137.5. Oh my God, why is Manhattan favorite? Give me Siena plus the points at plus 104. Ryder, Niagara. My line is Niagara 2.5, total 146 and 9/20. And Niagara is giving 2.5, totals 145.5. Slide over. Quinnipiac, Iona. My line is Iona as a 1.7 dog, total 147 and 17/20. And we have Iona 2.5, total 150.5. This is a hard one, but I'm going to take Quinnipiac getting the points at plus 116. This isn't Iona over the past couple of years. Fairfield Marist on ESPN2. Race pin U. I read that wrong. My line's Marist by a quarter, so 137 and 4/5. And it's Fairfield 1.5, total 136.5. This is another hard one, but slightly Marist, and then on the money line to it, even money. Mount St. Mary's Canisius. My line is Canisius 2.7, total 143 and 3/5. It's 1.5 and 142.5. Slightly Canisius. Florida Gulf Coast Jacksonville. My line is Jacksonville 3/10, total 142 and 7/10, and it's 1.5 and 130.5. Over. That's low. Dartmouth Yale. My line's Yale 16.3, total 137 and 7/20, and it's 20.5 and 132.5. So I'm gonna go with over. Marshall, Georgia State. My line's Georgia State 3.1, total 149 and 7/10. And it's 3.5 and 151.5. Slight under. Old Dominion, Georgia Southern. My line is Southern by 2, total 149 and 9/20, and it is 4.5 and 151.5. For this one, I'm going to take Old Dominion getting the points. Harvard Brown. My line's Brown by 1, total 142 and 3/10. And it's 2.5 and 141.5. Slightly in Harvard. Stetson, North Florida. My line is Stetson 4.3, total 49 and 9/10. And it's North Florida by 2.5, total 149.5. So I'm going to take Stetson plus the points plus 114. Kennesaw State Queens. My line is Kennesaw 1.25, total 162 and 11/20. So that's one of the highest totals I've ever had projected. It's Queens 1.5, total 170.5 under. James Madison, Coastal Carolina 7:30. My line is JMU 15.7, total 51 3/4. And it's 14.5 and 154.5. Under. North Alabama and Central Arkansas. My line is North Alabama 2.9, total 159.10. And it's 4.5 and 153.5. So for this one, I'll take the under. 8 o'clock, Cornell Penn. My line's Cornell 7.25, total 149 and 9/10. And it's 4.5 and 158.5. Under. That's way too high. Columbia Princeton. My line is Princeton 12.3, total 143 3/10, and Princeton is giving 13.5, total 144.5. Oh, very close. 1.2 differential on both. What do I do at gunpoint? I do want to go against Princeton spread. So instead, I'm going to do slight under. Yale Monroe, South Alabama. My line is South Alabama 6.5, total 145 and 11/20, and it's 7.5 and 145.5. Again, very close. Slightly in Yale Monroe. Eastern Kentucky Lipscomb. My line's Lipscomb by 2, total 156 and 13/20, and it's 3.5 and 162.5. I like the under. Bellarmine, Austin P. My line's Austin P 10 3/4, so 143.5. And it's 9.5 and 138.5. I like the over. Next up is Troy, Texas State, 8:15. My line is Troy 6.8, total 142 and 3/5. It's 2.5 and 138.5. I'm going to lay 2.5 on the road with Troy. 8:30, Southern Miss, Louisiana. My line is Louisiana 3.7, total 146 and 3/10, and it is 7.5 and 148.5. I'm going to take Southern Miss and the points. 9 o'clock on ESPN2, number 21 Dayton at Loyola Chicago. Great game. Probably the game of the night in college basketball. My line is Dayton by 9/10, total 139 and 7/20. And it's 1.5 and 136.5. I was hoping Loyola Chicago would be favored. But maybe they close as a favorite, but I'm going to take the over. It's 10:30, CBS Sports Network, Fresno State, Nevada. My line's Nevada 14, total 41 and 19/20. 14.5 and 137.5 over. Last but not least, 11 o'clock Fox Sports 1, Air Force at number 22, Utah State. Mountain Utah State, 16.6, 243 and 3/4. And it's 15.5 and 138.5, another over in that one. Saturday notables. At noon on ESPN and SEC Network, number 24 Florida and number 18 South Carolina. That's a really good game. ESPN2 Florida State, Georgia Tech. ESPNU Tulane, FAU. On Fox, Villanova, Providence. Fox Sports 1, Butler, DePaul. CBS Sports Network, Colgate, Lehigh. 12:30 Fordham, St. John's. How about this? ABC. Number 7 Kansas, number 15 Baylor. Big Ten Network, number 13 Illinois, Wisconsin. Tulsa, Temple. 1:30 CBS, Arkansas, number 16 Kentucky. ESPN, Oregon at number 6 Arizona. ESPN2 at 2 o'clock. Oklahoma State, Texas. CBS Sports Network, Towson, UNC, Wilmington. Hofstra, Charleston. George Washington, LaSalle. Duquesne, George Mason. Western Carolina, Chattanooga. 2:30 on Fox, number 5 Marquette, number 12 Creighton. That's an excellent game in the Big East. On USA, you have UMass Dayton. 3 o'clock UTSA, SMU. The Citadel, Samford. A sneaky good America East game. UMass Lowell and Vermont. 3:15 Big Ten Network, Penn State, Minnesota. 3:30 SEC Network, LSU, Vandy. Central Michigan, Kent State. 4 o'clock, you have number 8 Iowa State at UCF. On ESPN, you have NC State at number 9 North Carolina. ESPN2, Mississippi State at number 11 Auburn. Number 25 South Florida, Charlotte. On CBS, you have USC, Washington. Wyoming, Colorado State. CBS Sports Network, St. Louis, Rhode Island. We also have High Point, Longwood at 4:30. We also have 5:30 on CW, Wake, Virginia Tech. We skipped 5 o'clock, Nichols, McNeese. We're trying to give love to the teams that are really good mid-majors or small majors. Big Ten Network, Iowa, Northwestern, 6 o'clock, ESPN, Virginia at number 10 Duke. ACC Network, Pitt, BC. ESPN2, Texas Tech, West Virginia. SEC Network, Texas A&M, Georgia. CBS Sports Network, VC, Richmond. Northern Illinois, Akron. ESPNU, Green Bay, Milwaukee. Dartmouth, Brown. Western Kentucky, Florida International. 7 o'clock, Pac-12 Network, UCLA, number 19, Washington State. Kansas State, Cincinnati. Rice, Wichita. San Francisco, Santa Clara. Columbia, Penn. Cornell, Princeton's a really good Ivy League game. UTEP, Liberty. 7:30 on Fox Sports 1, Xavier at Georgetown. CW, Clemson, Notre Dame at 7:45. 8 o'clock, ESPN2, number 1, Houston at Oklahoma. On Fox, Michigan State at number 2, Purdue. ESPN, number 4, Tennessee at number 14, Alabama. ACC Network, Syracuse, Louisville. CBS Sports Network, New Mexico, Boise State. Loyola Marymount, Portland. ESPNU, Middle Tennessee, Sam Houston. 8:30 SEC Network, Ole Miss at Missouri. Tarleton State, Southern Utah. 9 o'clock Pac-12 Network, Cal, Utah. TCU, BYU. 10 o'clock on ESPN, you have number 23 Gonzaga at number 17 St. Mary's. Great game as it usually is. CBS Sports Network, San Jose State, UNLV. Pacific, San Diego. On ESPNU, Stephen F. Austin, Grand Canyon. And at 10 o'clock on ESPN2, Long Beach State, UC Irvine. All right, Sunday. 12 o'clock on CBS, Seton Hall, number 3, UConn. 1 o'clock, Rider, Canisius. 2 o'clock, Illinois State, Valpo. Northern Iowa, Southern Illinois, UIC, Missouri State. On CBS, Indiana, Maryland. Manhattan, St. Peter's, Siena, Quinnipiac, Mount St. Mary's, Niagara, Iona, Marist. 3 o'clock, ECU, North Texas. Kansas City, Oral Roberts. ESPN2, Bradley, Drake. 4 o'clock, Murray State, Indiana State. On CBS, Michigan, Ohio State. 5 o'clock, Evansville, Belmont. 5:30, ESPN2, UAB, Memphis. 6:30, Big Ten Network, Rutgers, Nebraska. 9 o'clock on Fox Sports 1, Stanford and Colorado. So the ASUN tournament gets underway on Monday. So we got to get that podcast done Saturday morning. Okay, now we move on to the NBA. We'll recap yesterday's games and look ahead to tonight and the weekend. Bucks over the Hornets 111-99. Magic over the Jets 115-107. Nets over the Nets over the Hawks 124-97. Warriors over the Knicks 110-99. Spurs over the Thunder 132-118. Suns over the Rockets 110-105. Nuggets over the Heat 103-97. And the Lakers over the Wizards 134-131 in OT. All right, we have 9 games tonight. At 7 o'clock, Cavs-Pistons. My line is the Pistons as 11.5-point underdog, total 229 and a fifth. And it is 9 and 221.5. Over. Hornets-Sixers. My line is the Sixers 10 3/4, total 228 and 3/20. It's that high because New Embiid and the Hornets injuries don't combine for a lot. 11.5 and 212. Oh, way over. 7:30 ESPN, Mavs Celtics. So Luka against the Celtics. Well, the Celtics 9 1/4 total 233 and 7/10, and it's 10 and 236. Under. Warriors Raptors. My line is the Warriors 1 1/4 total 234 and 1/4, and it's 3 and 238.5. Under. 8 o'clock Blazers Grizzlies. My line is the Blazers by a half, total 221 and 3/10. It's the Grizzlies 1.5, total 209 over. Kings T-Wolves. My line is the T-Wolves 7 1/4, total 229 and 9/10. And it's 6.5 and 224.5 over. Pacers Pelicans. My line is the Pelicans 3.5, total 236 and 4/5. And it's 5 and 238.5. So 1.5-point edge on Indy. And the edge that's larger is the under. 10 o'clock ESPN Bucks Bulls. So the Bulls are the 10 o'clock home game. 9 o'clock Central. My line is the Bucks by 1/4, total 232, and it's 3.5 and 221.5 over. And last but not least, 10:30 Wizards Clippers. My line is the Clippers 17.5, total 234 and 7/10, and it's 15 and 239.5 under. All right, only 5 games tomorrow. 3 o'clock Hawks Nets, 5 o'clock NBA TV Jazz Heat, 8 o'clock Blazers Grizzlies, 8:30 on ABC. Lakers hosting the Nuggets in the game that, in all likelihood, LeBron James will get the milestone of 40,000 points. He is 9 points away. So only appropriate for ABC to get this game. TNT lucked out last year with the scoring record, and now ABC gets this. And at 9 o'clock, Rockets Suns again. All right, Sunday, pretty good window. 1 o'clock on ABC, Sixers Mavs. 3:30 ABC, Warriors Celtics, so finals rematch from a couple years ago. Clippers T-Wolves, 6 o'clock Pistons, Magic, Hornets, Raptors, 7 o'clock Pacers, Spurs on ESPN, Knicks, Cavs, so round 1 rematch from last year. And 9:30 on ESPN, you have the Thunder at the Suns. Now we move on to the NHL. We'll go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to tonight and the weekend. Bruins over the Golden Knights 5-4, Leafs over the Coyotes 4-2, Isles over the Red Wings 5-3, Sabres over Lightning 3-2 OT, Panthers over the Habs 4-3 shootout, Canes over the Jackets 4-2, Preds over the Wild 6-1, Stars over the Jets 4-1, Avs over the Blackhawks 5-0, Kings over the Canucks 5-1, Kraken over the Pens 2-0, and the Ducks over the Sharks 6-4. All right, only 3 games tonight. 7 o'clock, you have the Coyotes at the Senators. The Sens -182, Coyotes +150, over under 6.5, overs -118, unders -104. Coyotes plus 1.5 is minus 152 cents. Minus 1.5 is plus 126. I'm going to go with the over. NHL Network, Flyers, Caps. Flyers minus 118, Caps minus 102, over under 5.5. Overs minus 128, unders plus 104. Flyers minus 1.5 is plus 205. Caps plus 1.5 is minus 255. Tough one, but I'm going to go with the Capitals at minus 102 at home. They just feels like a game that they're going to win. And then 10 o'clock, Devils, Ducks. Devils minus 255, Ducks plus 205, over under 6.5. Overs minus 118, unders minus 104. Devils minus 1.5 is minus 105. Ducks plus 1.5 is minus 113. I'm going to go with the over in that one. All right, Saturday, 12:30, NHL Network, Jets, Canes. 3 o'clock, ABC, Panthers, Red Wings. 4 o'clock, Oilers, Kraken. 6 o'clock, Wild, Blues. Avs, Preds. 7 o'clock, Rangers, Leafs. ESPN Plus and Hulu, Golden Knights, Sabres. Habs, Lightning. Sens, Flyers. 7:30, Bruins, Islanders. 8 o'clock, Blue Jackets, Blackhawks. Stars hosting the Sharks. And then 10 o'clock, the Pens at the Flames. And then Sunday, 1 o'clock on the NHL Network, Coyotes, Capitals, 3:30 TNT, Devils, Kings. Why do I feel like the Devils were on TNT in the spot last week, too? 7 o'clock on the NHL Network, Jets, Sabres, Sharks, Wild. 8 o'clock, Canucks, Ducks. And 9 o'clock, the Pens at the Oilers. Now we move on to spring training. We will go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to today and the weekend. All right, yesterday, Braves over the Rays 12-9. Red Sox over the Tigers 5-2. Braves over the Twins 5-0. O's over the Pirates 9-1. Nats over the Cards 3-1. Phillies over the Jays 5-0. Rockies over the Cubs 10-9. White Sox over the Royals 6-1. Rangers over the Brewers 7-5. Padres over the A's 5-3. White Sox over the Mariners 6-5. Angels over the Guardians 4-1. D-backs over the Giants 2-1. Astros over the Mets 2-1, and the Reds over the Dodgers 5-4. Oh, we skipped one. The Marlins and the Yankees 0-0 tie. All right, tonight, or I should say today, 1 o'clock, O's, Braves, Red Sox, Twins, Astros, Nats, Marlins, Phils, Mets, Cards, Phillies, Tigers, Rays, Pirates. 3 o'clock, White Sox, Cubs, A's, Royals, Rangers, Giants, Angels, Padres, Brewers, so the Padres have a split squad. Mariners, Rockies. 6:30, Blue Jays, Yankees. 8 o'clock, D-backs, Reds, and Guardians, Dodgers. Saturday, 1 o'clock, Red Sox, Rays, Twins, Phillies, Yankees, O's, Pirates, Tigers, Cards, Astros, Nats, Red Sox, Braves, Blue Jays, Mets, Marlins. 3 o'clock, White Sox, Rangers, Cubs, Dodgers, Royals, Guardians, Padres, Giants, D-backs, Angels, Reds, Rockies, Dodgers, Brewers, A's, Mariners. Sunday, 1 o'clock, O's, Pirates, Marlins, Cardinals, Tigers, Yankees, Marlins, Nats. So the Marlins have a split squad. Phils, Braves, Rays, Twins, Blue Jays, Red Sox, Astros, Mets. 3 o'clock, Reds, Royals, Guardians, Cubs, Rockies, Dodgers, Giants, Guardians, Rangers, A's, White Sox, Angels, Brewers, D-backs, and the Mariners and the Padres. Now we move on to golf. Oh no, soccer, my bad. We will go over the soccer and look ahead to today and the weekend. Very busy day. So Copa del Rey, Athletic over Atletico 3-0. Athletic advances 4-0 on aggregate. The final will be April 6th, Athletic and Mallorca. All right, the Pro League. Al Faya over Al Raid 2-1. Al Wada and Al Toon 3-3 draw. Al Nasser, Al Hazaim 4-4 draw. All right, today 9 o'clock, Abba and Al Tai. Al Uqdod and Al Raida. And at noon, Al Halal and Al Idiad. And then tomorrow 9 o'clock, Al Khalij and Al Shabab. Damak and Al Atifak. And at noon, Al Ali and Al Fateh. Coupe de France. Quarterfinals, Rennes over Lapoy 3-1. This is the quarterfinals. Semifinals should be within the next couple months. And then CONCACAF, so Nashville over Mocha 4-0, and Nashville advances 7-0 in aggregate, and then New England over Independente 3-0, and they advance 4-0 in aggregate. Round of 16 will be beginning on Tuesday. All right, so Premier League this weekend. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, Brentford, Chelsea, Everton, West Ham, Fulham, Brighton, Newcastle, Wolves, Nottingham Forest, Liverpool, Tottenham, Crystal Palace, 12:30, Luton, Aston Villa. Sunday, 8 o'clock, Burnley, Bournemouth, and 10:30, Man City, Man United. We can't forget MLS. So tomorrow at 2 o'clock, Minnesota, Columbus, Salt Lake, LAFC, 4:30, Miami, Orlando, 7:30, Vancouver, Charlotte, 8:30, Chicago, Cincy, Dallas, Montreal, Houston, Red Bulls, KC, Philly, St. Louis, NYCFC, 9:30, Colorado, Nashville, Portland, DC United, San Jose Galaxy, Seattle, Austin. And then Sunday at 2 o'clock, you have New England, Toronto. So a lot of these teams in MLS are busy with the CONCACAF Champions League and the season getting underway. I still have to post the MLS show. I'm so sorry about that, guys. La Liga today at 3 o'clock, you have Celta Vigo and Almeria. So Celta Vigo's -3, Almeria's +330, and the draw is +260. I'm going to go over 2.5 goals at -108. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock, Sevilla, Real Sociedad, 10:15, Real Cadiz, 12:30, Getafe, Las Palmas, 3 o'clock, Valencia, Real Madrid. Sunday, 8 o'clock, Villarreal, Granada, 10:15, Atletico Betis, 12:30, Mallorca, Girona, and 3 o'clock, Athletic Barcelona. Liga MX. So tonight at 8 o'clock, Athletic San Luis and Puebla. This league's busy too with CONCACAF. Athletic San Luis -120, Puebla's +290, and the draw is +260. I'm going under 2.5 goals at -102. Querétaro and Santos. Querétaro +155, Santos +170, draw +210. Querétaro is in 10th, and Santos is in 14th, but I know one team is better than the other. We're going to go Querétaro +155. And then tonight at 10 o'clock, you have Mazatlán and Necaxa. Mazatlán +110, Necaxa +230, and the draw +230. Mazatlán is in 15th, and Necaxa is in 9th. And why is Mazatlán favored? I don't know. I'm taking Necaxa +230. All right. Tomorrow, 6 p.m., Toluca Tigres. 8 o'clock, Pachuca Juarez. 8 o'clock, Cruz Azul and Guadalajara. And then 10 o'clock, Atlas in America. Sunday, 8 o'clock, Monterrey and UNAM. And 10 o'clock, Tijuana and Lyon. German Bundesliga today, 2:30. Freiburg, Bayern. Bayern -220, Freiburg +490, draw +370. I'm going over 3.5 goals at +138. All right, tomorrow, 9:30, Heidenheim, Frankfurt, Union Berlin, Dortmund, Mainz, Gladbach, Darmstadt, Augsburg, Bochum, RB Leipzig, and 12:30, Wolfsburg, Stuttgart. And then Sunday, 9:30, Cologne, Leverkusen, and 11:30, Hoffenheim and Bremen. Serie A. Today, 2:45, you have Lazio and Milan. Milan +115, Lazio +250, draw +210. This is a hard one. I'm going to take Lazio. I want to take Lazio as a dog, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to take Milan at plus 115. All right, tomorrow 9 a.m. Udinese Salernitana, at noon Monza AS Roma, and 2:45 Torino and Fiorentina. And then Sunday 6:30 Verona Sassuolo, 9 o'clock Empoli Cagliari, Frosinone Lecce, noon Atalanta Bologna, and 2:45 Napoli and Juventus. All right, League One. Today, 3 o'clock, you have Monaco and PSG. PSG's even money. Monaco's plus 240. The draw's plus 2. I'm going PSG even money. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. Reims Lille, and at 3 o'clock Clermont Marseille. And then Sunday, 7 a.m. Toulouse Nice, 9 o'clock Brest Le Havre AC, Montpellier Strasbourg, Nantes Metz, 11 o'clock Rennes Lorient, and 2:45 Lyon Lens. Dutch Air Device, today at 2 o'clock, FC Volendam and NEC. The Go Ahead Eagles are minus 160. Oh, yeah, that's tomorrow. I don't see NEC FC Volendam, which is weird. Is that game not posted? It's a 2 o'clock game. Just not posted. We'll go NEC. 12:45 Go Ahead Eagles, RKC Waldwick, 2 o'clock Vitesse FC 20, 3 o'clock Sparta FC Kumar. Sunday 6:15 Ajax FC Utrecht, 8:30 Heerenveen PC Zwolle, PSV Feyenoord, 10:45 Fortuna Glazier, Heracles Almere City at 2. ELC. Today, 3 o'clock, West Brom Coventry. West Brom plus 105, Coventry plus 270, draw plus 220. West Brom is in 5th, and Coventry is in 9th. They're about even. I'm going to go with the draw at plus 220 in that one. And then Saturday's the rest. 7:30 Bristol City Cardiff, Huddersfield Leeds, 10 o'clock Birmingham Southampton, Leicester QPR, Millwall Watford, Norwich City Sunderland, Plymouth Ipswich, Preston Hull, Rotherham Sheffield Wednesday, Stoke Borough, and Swansea Blackburn. And in the Premiership, tomorrow at 10 a.m., Dundee Kilmarnock, Hibernian Ross County, Rangers Motherwell, St. Johnstone Livingston, and St. Mirren Aberdeen. And then Sunday's Hearts Celtic at 7 a.m. So, there you have it for soccer. Next will be golf. I apologize about the false alarm there. Going right into golf from spring training when I just forgot to put soccer down on the rundown, and then I remembered. So, the leaderboard right now for the Cognizant Classic, which is formerly known as the Honda Classic. Tied right now at 7 under Chad Ramey and S.H. Kim. Tied for third with 6 under Andrew Novak, Austin Eckroat, Ryan Moore, Chasen Hadley, CAU, and Cam Young. Tied for 9th with 5 under C.T. Pond, Brett Horschel, Sam Ryder, Nicholas Echevarria, Bud Cauley, Evan Van Rooyen, Chandler Phillips, Joseph Brumlett, and David Skins. Tied for 18th with 4 under Bian Ganon, Davis Thompson, Shane Lowry, Tom Whitney, Rory McIlroy, Chris Kirk, Matthew Pavon, Matthew Neesmith, Grayson Ego, MWE, Nick Dunlap, Justin Rose, Carson Young. Tied for 31st with 3 under Harry Hall, Mark Hubbard, Keith Mitchell, J.B. Holmes, Jake Knapp, Peter Malnati, Doug Gim, Martin Laird, Tyson Alexander, Rio Hisatune, Davis Lipsky, Daniel Berger, Lucas Glover, Troy Merritt, Kevin Doherty, Sepp Straka, Ben Silverman, and Chris Crawford. Tied for 49th with 2 under, Hayden Buckley, Corey Connors, Kyungo Lee, Camilo Vegas, JT Potson, Robert Brem, B.U. Hostler, Justin Sue, Ben Coles, Jimmy Stranger, Chon Kim, Rico Hoey, Parker Cootie, Ryan Fox, Dylan McCarthy, Adam Schenk, Alexander Zork, Cam Champ, Tom Kim, Alex Thoren, Ben Taylor, Robert McIntyre, Norman Zong, Victor Perez, Joe Highsmith, Alejandro Tosti, and Braden Shattuck. Tied for 76 with 1 under. We're going to do notables now because of time. Callum Tarrant, Ben Martin, Matt McNeely, Matt Wallace, Stefan Yeager, Francesco Molinari, Michael Glidgick, Grayson C., Christian Ziedenhout, Taylor Hogue, Luke Bliss, Gary Woodland, Ricky Fowler, Matt Fitzpatrick, Alex Baddeley, Nate Lashley, Taylor Pendrith, Paul Bargin, Chris Gotterup. Tied for 101st at even. Tyler Duncan, Alex Smalley, Nate Hardy, Davis Riley, Ashke Bahita, Zach Johnson, Taylor Montgomery, Ben Griffin, Joel Dahman, Lucas Hodges, Brendan Todd, Adam Svebson, Ryan Henley, Scott Stallings. Tied for 122nd at 1 over. Matthias Schwinn, Scott Stevens, Sun Jam, Kevin Stroman, Victor Norman, Justin Lauer, Chen Yuan. 129th with 2 over. Ryan Palmer, Pat Gazier, Robbie Shelton, Thomas Dietrich, Pearson Cootie. Tied for 135th with 3 over. Dylan Wu, Brant Snecker, Brandon Wu, Michael Kim, Matt Kuchar. Tied for 140th with 4 over. Sammy Valimaki. Tied for 143rd with 6 over. Eric Cole and Kevin Kisner. All right, NASCAR this weekend is going to be from Las Vegas, Nevada. It should be a lot of fun. We'll pick the races. So, Truck Series, the Victoria's Voice Foundation 200. So we're going to pull up the odds on DraftKings very quickly. And my pick to win the Victoria's Voice Foundation 200. I'm going to go with the gentleman that won the first race in Daytona. And last week he came in 5th. And that is Nick Sanchez. He's 12-1. And by the way, the Truck Series is on tonight at 9. At 5 o'clock from Vegas tomorrow is Xfinity, the Laguna. So my pick for this. This is a hard one. Well, sometimes you question, why is a certain guy a certain number? I have a feeling this might be the case. I'm going to go with Eric Almirola at 14-1 to win the Xfinity Spring Race at Las Vegas, the Laguna. And then at 3:30 on Fox on Sunday from Vegas, it's the Cup Series, the Pennzoil 400, presented by Jiffy Lube. I know a lot of these guys have history in Vegas. They've raced well there. But there's a couple guys I'm stuck between. But I think I'm going to go with the easy pick at 10-1, and that's Denny Hamlin. You won't see Denny Hamlin at double-digit odds a lot. Especially at a racetrack like this where he's had some good history. It was a hard call for me between Hamlin and Logano. Logano's 11-1, but I like Denny Hamlin at 10. So I'm going to take that. At 10-1 for him to win the Pennzoil 400. Now we move on to the news and notes for today. So a big story coming out of the draft prospects at the combine. Kool-Aid McKinstry has a foot fracture, but expects to be ready before NFL training camp. That's not great. That's going to hurt his draft stock. Injuries always hurt guys' draft stocks. Not great. And how about this? Caleb Williams declines medical evils as he will not share medical records with all 32 teams. Is there something we don't know? I think that's sketchy that Caleb is doing that. But there's a lot of people that have stood out in the combine, as it's the case every year. We talked about LeBron being 9 points away already. ABC's going to get that game barring an injury or something shocking. So how about this? Sauce Gardner found the 2013 tweet from Mecole Hardman as he posted about snitching. Mecole Hardman says in 2013, people say don't snitch. I don't see it like that. If your life on the line, I'm telling on everybody. And Sauce goes, LOL. Jesus. Caitlin Clark posts that she will enter the 2024 WNBA draft after Iowa season. That is not surprising. Caitlin's going to be the first overall pick. She's been the best, dare I say, college basketball player over the past year. Not just women's, but overall. So, good for her. The Hawks are waiving Patty Mills and will convert Trent Forrest to a standard NBA deal. The Spurs buy out Marcus Morris so he can now join a playoff contender. Patriots likely to draft a quarterback at number 3. And that's a strong sense. And then the Patriots' rumored quarterback plan is to draft a rookie, sign a veteran, and trade Mac Jones. That's what they hope to happen. And they love Jaden Daniels. And I saw some dumb think they know it all person tweet that the Bears were trading Justin Fields to Atlanta. This person is not Adam Schefter, so I'm not buying it. And Ian Rappaport either. And this guy apparently got one of the Patriots tight end signings from a couple years ago, right? But I think that was just a prediction. He's the, I forget that gentleman's name that covers baseball, that thinks he's always right and then he's wrong. But we'll see. Three teams out on a Zach Wilson trade. 49ers, Bills, Broncos. No one's trading for him. He's going to get cut. The Chiefs are hopeful that Chris Jones re-signs with them in free agency, so that's good news. The NFL tests electronic first downs is gauging interest of teams on whether to move forward with implementation. So we'll see about that. The Vikings released Alexander Madison, which isn't shocking. How about this? Charles Barkley makes an Instagram account, and Shaq and Kenny try teaching him how to slide in DMs. That was so funny. I saw that last night. I literally was cracking up. All right, last but not least, my best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. I may have to go soccer for best bet. And I think I'm going to lay only a fifth of a unit because I don't really feel great about it. But I'm going to take PSG. They're better than Monaco. It's just the bottom line. They're better than Monaco. And you can get the best team in the league that is 11 points better than the next team and 13 points better than Monaco. So, I'm going to do a 28th of a unit on PSG at even money against Monaco for my best bet of the day. All right, so there you have it for the show. I'll be back on Monday recapping everything. We'll get to everything on Monday. And then tomorrow we'll do the Ace Sun tournament. And then I want to try to get the MLS thing done as well. Have a great weekend, everyone.